trees in the forest dwindles each day. Okay, mitigates the number of trees every day in the forest mitigates, right? Mitigates, dwindles. इसका मतलब कम हो रहे हैं. Number of trees every day lessens. वो लेसन नहीं है ये LESSON, वो तो हमारे चैप्टर होता है. हमने क्या सीखा? LESSEN लेसन. ठीक है, इसका मतलब भी कम होता है. आप ना ऐसे करना, मैं आपको समझाती हूँ. कोई एक वर्ड का जब आप लोग सिनोनिम लिखे तो सिर्फ एक ही सेंटेंस पे फोकस करो और सबको चेंज कर करके लिखो, बहुत जल्दी याद होगा. मेरी बात समझ रहे हैं? डिफरेंट सेंटेंस की तरफ ना सोच के आपका ब्रेन एक ही तरफ सोचेगा. और जब आपका ब्रेन एक ही तरफ सोचेगा तो एक ही वर्ड के ऊपर फोकस करोगे, उसके सिनोनिम्स के ऊपर, तो वो सिनोनिम्स बहुत जल्दी याद होंगे, रेदर देन आप डिफरेंट जगह पे यूज करो. जब एक बार आपका ब्रेन कैप्चर कर लेगा इसको, तब आप डिफरेंट वेज में उसको यूज कर सकते हैं, सर्कुलेट करिए. लेकिन जब आप एक ही चीज को, जैसे मैं बोलूं ब्यूटीफुल, तो आप बोलिए शी इज लुकिंग वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, शी इज लुकिंग वेरी गॉर्जियस, शी इज लुकिंग mesmerizing, राइट? शी इज लुकिंग कैप्टिवेटिंग. तो अगर एक ही चीज को आप बोलोगे तो क्या होगा, वो वर्ड आपको याद होंगे एक ही सेंटेंस में. बट अगर आप वेराइटीज ऑफ सेंटेंस में लगा के यूज करोगे तो वो बहुत टाइम लगेगा आपको याद करने में, क्योंकि ब्रेन इतनी जल्दी कैप्चर नहीं करेगा. मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है सबको? जीनत, निखत,
Yes,
जय,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. तो एक ही को आज मैंने सिखाया, मैं रोज आपको एक जरूर दूंगी सिनोनिम, एक का जरूर दूंगी, जिससे कि आपको उधर भी आपको चीजें समझ में आए. ठीक है, कि कहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. रीडिंग में फोकस किया करें और जिस न्यूज वगैरह ज्यादा सुने. ठीक है. ऑफ कोर्स यू शुड ट्राई टू जस्ट लिसन टू मोर एंड मोर न्यूज पॉडकास्ट. बहुत हेल्पफुल होगा आपके लिए. ठीक है. नाउ रेडी? हु इज नेक्स्ट? मोनिका इज डन. जय.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now Jay, tell me, just I want to just hear from you. Uh, like, have you ever did something environmental friendly? If you did, so please share with us. Any activity,
Environmental friendly.
any activity that was environmental friendly.
Planting trees.
Okay.
Tried to not throw garbage on streets and water.
Water bodies, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So have you ever did just like puja part जब कर देते हैं ना worship के बाद, right? When all the
Yes,
rituals
ma'am.
are done. So most of the people what they do, they just drain out all the जो फूल वगैरह होते हैं ना left over, उसको पानी में बहा
Yes,
देते
ma'am.
हैं. So have you ever did the same? Have you ever done the same? Sorry,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you
I
did.
have to
You
do
did.
because my mother told me.
Yes, people do the same. But actually, uh, just think once, like where there is no any river nearby. So how can you just you know how can you manage those kind of like leftovers? Of course we are not going to throw them in garbage tanker. How can you do this? How will you manage? Any idea, Jay?
Uh, Ma'am, I will keep it for some time. Whenever I have to go on that side, when I have found some water river type, then I have usually throw it in and
I'm telling you, Jay, what I do, I'm telling you, to be very honest, I have some trees, right? In my surrounding, what I do whenever my puja and rituals are done, I just put all those things under the tree. So of course, it is going to, like the soil. It is going to mix into soil, right? So of course, like it is good for plants as well, and we are not, doing anything wrong with the environment as well. Got it? So when you are just, just throwing all these things, so you are just you are spoiling the water. So rather, you can just put it inside the, like trees and all. There you can just dug something, some soil, and you put over there. It will just work as a manure. Got it, Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
खाद की तरह काम करेगा वो, ठीक है ना? पानी में ना भागे भी. I do the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
only. Okay, now over to Janvi. Janvi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Janvi, have you ever visited any place there you found that the clean means the air was fresh, clean, all over it was greenery, and you enjoyed the day? Have you ever visited any place
No,
so
ma'am.
far? No? Okay.
No.
So if you if suppose if you got chance to visit somewhere, where would you like to visit?
I would like to visit some places where there is no pollution and all over there was greeny forests or greeny grasses. So I would like to visit there.
Okay. So if I talk about like, would you like to live, like, would you like to spend a year, right? 1 year of your life in city or village, if you get opportunity. So where would you like to go and why? Where would you like to
Would
spend your like hmm,
Okay,
life?
I would like to village. I would like to visit the village or spend my 1 year in the village because in the cities there is too much pollution because the as the population is growing increasing day by day, so there is too much pollution as people are using the vehicles and some chemicals there. Then there are so many industries which pollutes the airs. So in the cities we don't have any fresh airs. It means we don't have much fresh airs, but if we visit the villages, there are so many farmers are there, and in the village side there was not much use of vehicles and the industries, and there are so many farms, so that provides us the oxygen and it is the fresh air in the villages.
Okay. So it is a matter of 1 year. But if I say, would you like to spend your entire life over there?
No, ma'am.
No? Why?
No,
No?
because
Why?
ma'am, in
Hmm.
villages there are we need so many facilities like schools, offices, like so many different facilities. But these facilities are not provided in the villages, as they are provided, but not at a very good levels.
But like in city area, as you mentioned, that air is polluted, you know, that is hazardous to our health as well. So if you are getting very tranquil place and also, don't you just love to stay in the tranquility of that place?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
My question is that as like few minutes ago you told like, you know, in village, you just advocated this like in village, the fresh air is there, right? And that is good for our health because in means in city area like Delhi, Gurgaon, NCR, whatever it is. So air is quite contaminated, right? So
Yeah.
like like if I just ask you about 1 year, so it is okay for you. So that is a small fraction of your life. But when I just ask you for entire life, so don't you like to just live in that fresh air where you are not going to contaminate it with that air. You are not going to miss that air is not going to harm you anymore, right? So, like, what do you prefer? A healthy life or a unhealthy life? What do you just prefer?
I used to prefer a healthy life, but sometimes I used to go for the villages, and most of the time I used to live in the cities because in the cities we have too much facilities, and then we also have to go to the villages for better communication with our family members and also the healthy life. And in the villages we used to eat the fresh vegetables and fruits. So it is very healthy for us, but in the cities it is not provided because the fresh vegetables are not there.
Yeah, hybrid vegetables are there, right? Okay,
Yeah.
what about suburban? Would you like to live in suburban areas?
What, ma'am?
Suburban areas? Would you like to stay?
Ma'am, what is meant by suburban areas?
Suburban? Okay, let me ask to Sonam. Sonam, suburban,
Yes, ma'am.
suburban.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay, listen. एक होता है
Ma'am, can
सिटी,
you repeat?
Ma'am,
suburban
Jiddi, I
areas.
think.
वो तो
Stubborn.
stubborn होता
Yes,
है. वो तो
stubborn.
stubborn
Okay.
होता है. वो तो stubborn होता है. मैंने तो एरिया के लिए बोला stubborn areas. Stubborn area वो वाले एरियाज होते हैं. ना तो वो शहर होगा. देखो मेरी बात सुनो. शहर का एरिया बहुत ही पॉश एरिया होता है जो कि दिल्ली वगैरह है, राइट? और सबर्बन एरिया थोड़ा सा ऐसा होगा, एक विलेज एरिया है जिसे कि हम कंट्री साइड बोलते हैं. विलेज को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? कंट्री साइड. ठीक है. बहुत से लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, कंट्री साइड सुन के सोचते हैं कि हाँ भाई ये शहरी है. नहीं, कंट्री साइड में मतलब गांव का एरिया. तो सबर्बन होता है ना, वो मिड मिड में होता है. मिड मतलब वहां पे आपको फैसिलिटीज, मतलब हॉस्पिटल, स्कूल, सब कुछ मिलेंगे, राइट? और साथ में वहां पे आपको ना एयर जो है, मतलब वहां पे पार्क होगा, ट्रीज वगैरह बहुत होंगे. और ये जो नॉइज है ना, जैसे ये गाड़ी वगैरह की, आपको नहीं मिलेंगे. मैं सबर्बन एरिया में रहती हूँ. मुझे यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. बहुत ही अच्छा प्लेस है हमारा. तो वो चीज जो होती है और ये जो सबर्बन एरियाज होते हैं ना, वो आपके शहर के साथ कनेक्टेड होते हैं रूट्स. शहर के साथ सारे हाईवेज वगैरह मिले होंगे आपके. हमारे भी सारे मिले हुए हैं. तो वो जो एरिया होता है बहुत ही आपको पीसफुल लगेगा, क्योंकि आपको एयर जो है ना फ्रेश मिलेगा. और साथ में आपके पास सभी कुछ फैसिलिटीज मिलेगी, स्कूल, कॉलेज, हॉस्पिटल, सब कुछ, मार्केट. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? दैट इज कॉल्ड सबर्बन एरियाज.
Ma'am,
गॉट
can
इट?
you ma'am, can you mention this in chat section? Maybe spelling.
आई एम राइटिंग इट डाउन. SU, रुको. सोनम, मिला?
Yes, ma'am.
मिला आपको?
No, ma'am.
मेरा यहाँ से जा नहीं रहा. नेट की इशू हो रहा है फिर से. एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible. Ma'am, can you speak? I'm writing down.
यस. SU लिखा. B,
Yes, ma'am.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes,
SUB,
ma'am. You are audible.
UR. देखना जरा, पहुंचा?
Yes, ma'am. Suburban.
ओके. तो ये जो सबर्बन एरिया होते हैं ना, इसमें क्या होता है, आपके जो है ये शहर के साथ जुड़े हुए होते हैं, बट ये गांव नहीं होता पूरा इंटायरली. ठीक है. गॉट इट?
Yes, ma'am.
मोनिका, लिख लिया आप लोगों ने? Zinat,
Yes,
Nikhat.
ma'am.
Okay. Jay,
Yes, ma'am.
do you think like this generation is more environmentally aware? What do you think about this generation? The Z generation, right? What do you think? Are they environmentally aware or not?
No, ma'am.
No? Could you please give any example for the same? A real time example.
Ma'am, instead of using electric vehicles, new generation prefer petrol or diesel vehicles.
Okay. Do you also prefer the same? You are also one of the parts of Z generation. Jay,
Yes, ma'am.
do you also? Means you mean to say
No,
you are
ma'am.
also not environment friendly? Means
No, ma'am.
no? Really? Means you also prefer to just use the vehicle that runs with petrol diesel. Is it so?
No, ma'am. I don't know
Mhm.
how to drive.
Okay. So you are environmental friendly because you use your two legs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. Monica,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So, Monica, what do you think? What are the main causes of climate change?
Uh, using using bad chemicals and
Bad chemicals,
what? No, only
toxic
chemical.
chemicals, toxic chemicals, toxic.
Wastage of water.
Mhm.
Oh, no. And greenhouse gases
Okay,
can be water pollution, and yes, ma'am. Factory produce wastage, and they spoil our environment.
okay,
Yes, ma'am. Increased pollution. And मैम पेड़ों की कटाई को क्या कहते हैं मैम?
deforestation,
And causes
cutting
of
down, cutting down of trees.
deforestation of tree, and heavy range of deforestation. And yes, ma'am. Deplete. बाबा मैंने खाना खा के आप फोन दे दो. Deplete. What I have done.
You are done. Deplete, you are using, you are done.
मैम औद्योगिकरण मैम आई डोंट नो टर्म्स. औद्योगिकरण,
Industrialization, industrialization,
आधुनिकीकरण, आधुनिकीकरण,
industrialization,
इंटर
industrialization.
इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. मैम आधुनिकीकरण.
इंडस्ट्रियलाइज ये औद्योगिकरण है, उद्योग लगाना ना. उद्योग वगैरह जो आपके प्लांट्स फैक्ट्रीज वगैरह होते हैं, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, राइट? ओके, जीनत,
Yes, ma'am.
so
So,
Zenat,
Zenith,
you want to
you
become a
want to
teacher,
become a
right?
teacher, right? Yes, ma'am.
Mute yourself.
Ma'am,
Okay,
can
so Mike,
you ask someone because my husband comes?
yes, okay,
Yes,
okay.
okay.
Nikhat,
Yes, ma'am.
so like you have kid, right? You have a son. So how would you educate your child about environmental problems? How would you educate your child about environmental problems?
Plant trees and don't waste water. And
Okay. Mhm. So for that, you have to educate him by, giving him the real life examples. Yes.
yes, ma'am.
And actually, children should be aware of these plantation and all. What are the, benefits of planting trees? And actually, we we people don't give them that attachment with the living things, right? Which is in our surrounding. Means if we just allow them to expose themselves to like plants and all, means some people they have a habit of planting trees, watering the plants, and they take care of flowers and everything, right? So if we
Mm.
can just generate that kind of feelings within our child,
They are, yes,
that
ma'am. They are
emotion,
both
yeah.
this way.
Hmm. Actually, that emotion will just, we should just try to, connect them with that emotion. So, of course, they can learn this. And for that, we just give them to plant at least one sapling in a month. Sapling
Yes,
समझते
ma'am.
हो? छोटे से जो पौधा होता है बीज से निकलता है सैपलिंग्स में, राइट? तो हम लोग एक छोटे से पौधा अगर बच्चे को दे, उसको कहे कि इसको पानी डालना है, इसको बड़ा करना है, तो एक बच्चे के मन में ना एक एक अलग सी फीलिंग्स आती हैं।
Curiosity,
और बहुत,
curiosity भी
हाँ,
आती है.
क्यूरियोसिटी आती है, एक केयरिंग केयरिंग भी आती है उसको। तो ये चीजें हम बच्चे को सिखा सकते हैं इस तरीके से, राइट? So this is
Yes,
how
ma'am.
you can teach your child, right? And of course, we can just aware him by showing them some kind of, if the child can watch some videos, he can be guided with some kind of thing. So of course, the child from his very beginning age, right, he can be aware of all these things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sonam,
Mm.
Sonam,
Yes, ma'am.
you know, nowadays, like some of the companies, right, big companies, they, execute some kind of programs, right? Awareness programs. And they also take part to mitigate the issues of environment, right? So my question goes for you that do you think their efforts means if they are exhibiting some kind of awareness campaigns and all, are they effective? What do you think?
that is not too much.
Every other day, they execute some kind of, awareness programs and all. Because
Yeah,
it's still
but
many
not
people
too much
are
effective.
there who are not educated, right? So government as well as many prominent, like companies are there.
Yeah.
So they are just, they conduct some kind of campaign. So
Yes,
my question goes for
to
you, do you
protect
think
our
those
environment.
campaigns are effective? Huh?
Ma'am, to protect our environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, that is not too much effective because most of the people don't follow it. In sometimes government also doesn't follow this.
Mhm.
They
What
only want
government doesn't follow means?
means sometimes government also does that type of things that is harmful to our environment,
Mhm.
like deforestation for building the factories.
You are not audible.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Now please share.
Yeah, ma'am. Sometimes government also does that type of thing that is harmful to our environment. Means sometimes what? Cutting the trees. I told you that incident Kancha Barwa. It is the example of this. It is an example of this.
Okay.
Yeah. For
So you
build
mean
what?
to say, that those like campaign programs are not effective? They are not worthy?
Not too much effective. They are
Mhm.
effective, but not too much effective.
What do you think? Like some of the companies, they do this for their own purpose, or
Maybe,
literally they
maybe.
literally
Sometimes,
they are involved. Means
them sometimes they do for their own purpose.
So what kind of purpose are hidden over there?
Sometimes they want to get attention of the people.
hmm So for the goodwill of the company
Yeah,
to
for the
gain,
good one.
hmm and they just try to gain credibility, right?
Yeah, they just want to seek
hmm
the attention of the people.
Okay. So there are many
Ma'am,
philanthropists. So what do you think? Those philanthropists are just, bragging that all kind of activities, or literally they are emotionally attached with those kind of things, right? Those kind of activities, what they are doing.
ma'am, some people is attached, but not all.
Hmm.
I can't say this about all the companies. Um,
hmm
some companies really want to protect our environment, but some doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Jai,
Ma'am, what do you think about it?
I'm also on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm not away from you. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Jai, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Jai, if you got opportunity to, like, invent something, so what would you like to invent and why for this society, for the sake of for the sake of saving this environment and all? What would you like to do? got opportunity. Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh? Okay. You don't know?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Let me ask to Janvi. Janvi, are you there? Janvi? Janvi, are you there? Jeanette, are you there? Jeanette
Yes,
is
ma'am.
busy. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeanette, if you got opportunity to invent something, what would you like to invent and why?
I'm not understand this question, ma'am.
I'm not understand.
I don't.
I didn't understand.
Okay, I didn't understand.
Okay. Okay. Same question I asked to Sonam. Sonam, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get my question?
Ma'am, can you repeat, please?
If you got chance, opportunity to invent something for the sake of society, right? What would you like to invent and why?
For the society, I have to what? Have I got
Mm-hmm.
chance to invent something for our society, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what will I invent? Let me think. I will try to invent something that will be the something that will be the beneficial for our society, and it 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 shouldn't have any bad effects, and it will also eco-friendly.
Hmm. How about if you can just invent something like any vehicle which can run on water? It is not going to use any fuel, Sonam.
Yes, ma'am.
If it can run on water, so it means people no need to pay that much amount,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
and
it would
it
be
will
definitely.
it yeah, it will not harmful for our society and our environment also.
Hmm. Or what else you can do? No idea?
No, ma'am.
Okay, think about the same. Hmm.
Okay, I'm thinking, ma'am.
Because when I asked the same question to some of the students, they just told, Ma'am, I would like to just create a robot, That robot would just help my mother to do all the household chores. Some would say something different, right? So they had
But
some different
remote,
ideas in their mind.
yeah,
Hmm.
but remote is also dangerous, ma'am.
Robot. Why?
Yeah,
Naha, just please tell me why. If
because
robot is going to help you in your doing your household chores, if he's yeah, why? How is it going to be dangerous and perilous? How?
how can I explain?
Sonam?
Yes, ma'am, I'm thinking. Ma'am, if it will not work properly, no, no, it's not correct. Sometimes it
Okay.
means.
So there will be some like mechanism problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
If you
mechanism.
if so if
Because
you are
it is
inventing
only
that,
a
so of course,
computer. Yeah, it is only
if
computer.
you
It
are
only know that
uh
whatever we
feed,
whatever we
whatever we feed,
Yeah,
feed,
whatever
right?
we feed. Yeah.
So you are not going to give him any wrong instructions. So how it can be harmful for you if you feed such kind of data inside it, right? So it will run according to that, the instruction that you are going to feed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, but if he if it have the mechanic, but if it has the mechanism problem, so it will not work properly, and it can also do things in the wrong way. Am I right?
If there is any disturbance in his mechanism.
Yes,
Hmm?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe, may not be. Janvi, are you there? Janvi? Why she is? Janvi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you silent, dear?
She is feeling sleepy.
Oh,
I
don't
can
say.
find
Just
out this,
going.
ma'am. I can find out this by his voice, by her voice. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, last question, right? The question is from Monica. Monica,
Yes, ma'am.
Monica. So my
Yes,
question
ma'am.
goes for you. Means suppose, like, do you think like in curriculum, school curriculum, climate change should be a like major subject? If yes,
Okay,
why? If not, why not?
ma'am.
Mhm.
Ma'am, curriculum. I have heard about Pathikram.
क्या बोल रही है? क्या? मम्मा देखो कोई डिस्टर्ब करेगा।
How to relate with the environment.
How to relate it in our school curriculum, dear? In our school curriculum. Okay, Jai, would you like to give the answer of this question?
Okay, ma'am.
Jai,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can you tell me the question?
yeah, yes, Janvi. My question is nothing but like, do you think like in school curriculum, this particular, issue, the climate change, right? The chapter should be the major subject in the class, means in the school curriculum, this particular topic, climate change. Okay. It should be the major subject.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because, ma'am, the students should be aware about the environmental changes or the climatic changes which are takes place in our surrounding, and they also have to know that what type of courages they have to do for saving the environment, or to stop the environment from polluting. So they should also have to uh, aware about some of the uh, precautions which we should have to save the environment. So I think that the environmental changes or the climatic changes is necessary for the students to understand the concept.
Exactly. This is a kind of awareness program like that, right? So this is how we can aware the kids as well. And since if they're in the teenagers, they are aware of this, right? Very young ages. If they are aware of this, so of course they can, they can save this environment, this society. Okay, thank you so much. Now,
Ma'am,
last question for you all guys. Please pick up this question. Yeah, please, Monica.
ma'am. Ma'am, I was
Wanna ask
saying
me something?
in every no, ma'am. I am saying every school teach about environment, but doesn't implement on it. And I think they should practically they teach their students. They
Okay, you mean
read
to say they
in our books only, but yes, they don't practically practical work on our environment.
yeah, exactly. theoretical theoretically they are just giving them lecture, they provide them the classes, but if really they want to implement them, so they should adopt pragmatic approach, right? If they go for pragmatic approach, so of course the students would realize and they will just connect themselves with real scenario, and they would feel themselves very close to the environment, right? Okay. Last question I'm asking to anybody. Jay, first of all, I want to call you. Jay, come up.
Yes, ma'am.
Last question I'm asking, and please answer this. You just stop within one or two sentences. Please speak more. How might farming or food
Ma'am,
production change? How might farming or food production change because of a climate change? Right? Because climate is changing. So how it is impacting the production of food or farming? Got it?
can you repeat once again?
Okay.
How
As we
farming?
are aware, as we are aware of this climate change, so question goes for you that how climate change is just impacting or influencing the, you know, what was that? The production of food, crops. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it affecting?
Ma'am, climate change affect food production
The farming also.
uh, because if there is more rain in rainy season, then the crops will affected due to it.
Okay.
Uh, it will also affected due to high temperature in summer season.
Hmm. Have you ever heard about Kharif and Rabi crops?
Yes,
Kharif
ma'am.
and Rabi. So actually,
Yes, ma'am.
these crops require adequate amount of rainfall, and they have some specific climate. But at the same time, when you are trying to produce kharif, okay, crops, but at the same time, those crops are not getting that kind of environment which is really necessary for their growth. So of course, these crops will be spoiled and vice versa,
Yes, ma'am.
right? If it goes for like not only kharif, like rabi fasal as well, right? So climate change, it impacts them. It just stop the growth of these particular crops. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because they require some kind of temperature and water level, many more things are there they require, right? And of course, as you mentioned, if it rains heavily, but we don't require at that time heavy rainfall, but it happens, so of course it is going to ruin all the production. The yield is will be equal to zero only, because all the production will be spoiled due to heavy rainfall. But at the same time, are you aware of that? Like rice, for rice crop, we require a lot of water.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
farmers they just rely on वाटर ओनली. जब चावल की फसलें उगाते हैं, उनको बहुत पानी की जरूरत होती है. पता है आपको? पैरों पैरों तक वो पानी भर
Yes,
के रखते हैं, घुटनों तक, राइट? तो अगर बारिश नहीं होती है, तो फिर वो सारी चावल पैदा ही नहीं होंगे, पैदावार ही नहीं होगी चावल की, राइट? So it will again
yes, ma'am.
impact the production. Okay,
Ma'am,
fine. Mhm.
because of climate change, sometimes food prices are also increased.
Hmm. Why? Food
Because
prices will
production is
increase.
less.
Why? Production is less, yeah, and demand is heavy, because our demand itself just impact the price of the things in the market. The inflation happens just because of that, right? उसको क्या बोलते हैं? मांग पूर्ति, है ना? डिमांड एंड सप्लाई पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? डिमांड एंड
Yes,
सप्लाई,
ma'am.
इकोनॉमिक्स। यस। ओके नाउ गाइस, एनी मोर क्वेश्चन? कुछ पूछना है?
No, ma'am.
नो? जिनात,
Ma'am,
निखात,
but today's session I really enjoyed.
you enjoyed? Because there was no electricity, my laptop is not working. Okay. So Nikhat, Jinat, have you jotted down all the words, vocabularies? Jinat, Nikhat, all are feeling sleepy, I guess.
No, ma'am, I don't sleep
Don't
till
feel
12.
I don't sleep. No, I'm not feeling sleepy. Right? Okay, fine. Okay, so now allow me to wrap up, okay? I have another session. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night, ma'am. Bye.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
ma'am.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Bye, mom.
Bye-bye.